All right, so today I am here with Addie. She's an artist, an illustrator, and designer. How are you doing today, Addie?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I can't complain, but there's about to be a new week to start.
Yes.
All right, so I'm just going to jump right in it. How did you start your entrepreneur journey? How did you start Art and Ambition, and how did Addie Rawr manifest?
So I've always been an artist. I'm like a natural born artist. I've never went to an art school or anything at all. So I've
Okay.
just always been sketching and drawing and doodling. And when I went to college, which I went to Virginia Commonwealth University, and I have a degree in creative advertising. So it's the creating part of advertising, not necessarily the business side.
Okay.
So we kind of had to know how to draw. We had to sketch out billboards and sketch out magazine ads and commercial skits and all this kind of stuff. So we were drawing almost every single day in class. So it was able for me to use my natural talent in school. And I would just draw a lot, and a lot of my commercials and designs would all be all not animated, but more like sketches.
Okay.
My little cartoons I would draw out. And one of my professors actually suggested that I should be official, actually be a business. And that's how Art and Ambition came about. I just came up with Art and Ambition because two things that people use to describe me is art and be really ambitious.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually registered Art and Ambition while I was still in college, which is in 2012. That's when it actually became an official business. But I didn't take it serious. It was just kind of okay, cool, I got a business. I really do this. So when I would do flyers for organizations on campus and T-shirt designs for organizations on campus, I would do it under Art and Ambition.
Okay.
So that's kind of how that came about. And then I graduated, and after I graduated, I started working. I just worked a normal 9-to-5 job, a full-time job, and everything.
Okay.
And I started painting more and doing illustrations more. And I was I need a kind of an artist name. And my Addie was something that people already called me. It wasn't necessarily a nickname, not a family nickname, but some people just called me Addie for short.
Okay.
So my artist name became Addie Rawr. And Rawr just came from the dinosaur sound, and I used to always just say it. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna add that to my artist name. It sounds cool.
I like
so
it.
That's how Addie Rawr as an artist. Yeah, it's it doesn't mean anything at all. It's just really a sound I added it to my name, and now I was like, oh, Addie Rawr, that's my name. But I didn't start taking art serious and actually selling my art and doing art shows until 2014, late 2014. I don't know the exact date. Well, it was after the summer. I started actually taking it serious and wanting to sell my pieces and everything. And then since then, it's just been what I do. And 2018, just last year, I went full-time. I quit my job and everything, and now I'm 100% full-time artist.
How was that transition?
It was actually, I did it the easy route. I didn't just go straight from being a full-time working, just quit my job. I went full-time to part-time. I worked part-time for about 2 years.
Okay.
And I just kind of kept cutting my hours down. I went from 30 hours to okay, I'm going to do 25 hours, to the point where I'm okay, I'm only working 20 hours a week. Anyway, I was only working 3 days a week at my job. But it was a for-sure check. And then I was last year I was I'm just going to set a date. I'm going to put a date on my calendar, and this is the date that I'm going to actually quit. So I wrote down on my calendar. Initially, it was March 1st was going to be my day I wanted to quit. But I had to postpone it because of some things that happened with my car and stuff like that. So the next date I chose was April 11th, and I put it on my calendar. I circled it, and I was I'm quitting today. And that's what I did. Everyone at my job didn't think I was serious. It's oh, you're not gonna really quit until that.
You really did it.
They're okay, you. They was you're really not working here anymore. I'm y'all not gonna see me tomorrow. Y'all really thought I was playing. I'm really not working here anymore. So
definitely,
I didn't leave on a bad term or anything like that on my job.
That's good.
It's more I'm ready to do this full time. So yeah.
Yeah, at least you did it, because there are a lot of people that they have the potential to do like what they're really passionate about, but they just get in that comfort zone and they're afraid about like the what ifs. But you did it and you shocked the hell out of them.
Yeah, and I did it a gradual route because I'm risky, but I wasn't ready to take like a really big risk and go from full-time check to all the time just depending on my art. So
Yeah. That's understandable.
I waited to the point where I was making enough money with my art that I was like, okay, I can pay bills with this. So I had to make sure that I was comfortable enough saying, okay, I can pay bills with my art. So even to get fired tomorrow, I'm okay with my art. And that's when I was like, okay, I'm ready to quit if I'm still okay with how much I make with my art and everything.
All right, so when did you make your Etsy account? And I know you recently closed it, but when did you get your Etsy account?
So I started Etsy at the end of, I actually opened my Etsy in the beginning of 2014.
Okay.
But I wasn't taking it serious. I wasn't really like promoting it. I didn't really know how to use it. It was when I had an Etsy account. And I didn't start getting a sale until the very end of 2014, like November 2014, when I actually started selling on Etsy. I was on Etsy until just this past November 2018, so about 4 years I had Etsy. I liked it, but being honest, it was one of those things that I feel like I had to have. Mm-hmm. And now having my own website, having my own shop on my own website, I'm like, I don't need Etsy. Like, it doesn't make or break me having an Etsy account. It was just a lot easier having an Etsy for sure. But now that I'm full time, I can manage having my own shop separately for sure.
So how are you enjoying having your own website versus Etsy?
I love it. I love it, but when anyone asks me, like, oh, should I, like, shut down my Etsy and have my own website, I always tell them that, are you ready to kind of manage everything? Having an Etsy account, everything is there. Like, creating your labels is there. You can message your customers from there. You can post. You can promote. It's a marketplace, so people can just search on Etsy to find your work. So it's just so much easier. When you have it on your own website, you have to control everything. So I have a separate account through another system to print my labels. I got to have a separate account to see my payments. Like, it's not all in one system anymore. So it takes a lot more work to do it separately, but I love it. And I think it worked out for me because I had Etsy for so long, and I had my blog on my website, so people were already going to my website and to my blog. It wasn't like I didn't have a website when I had an Etsy account. I just didn't have a shop part on my website.
Okay.
I just didn't have that.
So what all do you sell on your shop now? Did you add more since you've added your website versus your Etsy?
No, I actually took stuff off. So when I had Etsy, I just did a whole bunch of stuff just to test it out. Like, I was selling blankets with my artwork on it, pillows, my artwork on it, tote bags, passport covers, notebooks, mugs. I'm trying to think. Like, I had so much random stuff. I was just trying to get it out there. Like, I want to have my art on every single thing. But this is before I actually closed my Etsy. I slowly started taking those things off my website because I realized that I needed to have kind of a certain feel. I was like, when you just do too much, sometimes it can get confusing. So now I only sell, which I call everyday products, is what I sell now. So notebooks, mugs, planners. I had passport covers, but I discontinued those once they sold out. I'm not doing those anymore. But now I just kind of sell more of your everyday stationery products you would use, like for an office, or if you're a businesswoman, even if it's like an at-home business or working a 9-to-5, like that type of product compared to like just random stuff, bathroom sets and all that kind of stuff. I just live it down now.
Yeah, I just bought a planner from you. I had a planner. My best friend bought me a planner for Christmas last year, and I used it a little bit, but I don't know. I felt like it was missing some stuff. And so I said, I'm going to try the planner thing again this year. So I ordered one of your planners. So I'm excited to get it. Start doing it at the end of every night.
The planners are great. I'm not a planner person.
I never used them in college. Ever. Like, they were free, but I may have used it the first month or a couple weeks, but I never used it the whole school year, ever.
I didn't start using the planner until 2016. It was more so I wanted to stay organized. But the first planner I ever used was my own planner.
Really?
Because, yeah, like I already know how to, I do layout design also. So, like, artist, illustrator, designer. I do layout designs, and I design planners. So I already knew how to make a planner, and I was like, well, I'm just going to make my planner with everything I want in a planner. So that was the first planner I used, and then that turned into, I'm going to sell these. Like, if I like them, somebody's going to like them, so now we got a planner line. So the planners I sell the insides are all designed by me. Like, they're my designs that I, line by line, created and everything.
I think the one I got is the one that says, you are your own boss. I think that's the one that I got.
Yeah, it's cool because the plans have changed over the years I've done them. Getting feedback from people who have purchased them. They're like, oh, I would like it if you had this inside of it. I like it if you had this. So I'm like, okay, cool. I can put that in there. I can take this out. I can add this. So now it's to the point where I feel like it has everything you would need in a plan to stay organized. It's not too much going on, too much on the page. It's real nice and simple. But yeah, I love it. I actually use it now, and I use my planner every Sunday. I fill out the planner for the week, and I don't do it like by month. I do it by week to week.
Okay.
Or what I need in my planner.
I'm going to try that week to week on Sundays. Because Sundays are usually when I feel like I get everything organized for the week. Heck yeah. How were your Valentine's Day card sale? Those were really cute.
Yeah, thank you. They went well. I was just surprisingly, when I say surprisingly, meaning that I knew they were going to sell, people and I liked them, but it just kind of came in a rush because I only had them up for like 3 weeks. I created them so late. People were asking about them in like December, like, oh, you gonna do something for Valentine's Day? And I was like, no, I'm not gonna do nothing. I'm not gonna do nothing. And then randomly, I think like the second week of January, I was like, well, I should just do a new line of cards. So I only had them up for sale for like 3.5 weeks, and I sold about 120 cards.
Wow.
In that 3.5 weeks. So I was like, ooh.
And like, you weren't going to even do it.
No, they were last minute. They were created in January for February.
Wow. So what made you start? Well. They did. So what made you start making stationery? Like, I like that you do because you have Black characters, because there aren't that many cards that represent us at all. Is that what made you?
Yeah, that's basically what it is. So it kind of goes back to, like, my background in education. Like, my degree is in creative advertising. So we always were taught, like, school-wise, what's the thing that's, like, missing on the market? Like, what's missing? What's not being produced, and how can you make people want that? So I kind of played off of that. Like, okay, I like buying people birthday cards. I like buying people Christmas cards and stuff like that. So I can't go to the store and buy that because it's not going to the store. They don't have one that looks like me or similar to me or anything. And I'm like, ooh, I don't want to buy just one with a little teddy bear on the front or something. So I'm like, I need something that relates to, like, me, my style, my personality. So that's how the stationery came about. And the first cards I did were 2015 Christmas cards. Those were the first one I did, and they're paintings, which all my cards are paintings. They start off as actual paintings themselves, and then I just transform and make them into cards.
Do you use mostly like watercolors on the cards that you make when you paint them?
Yeah. Well, so the 2015 Christmas cards, those are actually acrylic. Like, I painted acrylic on canvas.
Okay.
And then I scanned them in. They're on small canvases. I think the canvases are 8x10. I know they're not big. And I scanned them in, and then I made them, like, kind of like digitalized them, and then made them into to the cards. But the ones I have now, like my Valentine's Day cards, and everything else moving forward will be watercolor illustrations on paper. Then I just kind of take into the computer and edit them. Do
you like doing them better on the papers instead of canvas when it comes to bringing them into the computer?
Yeah, it's a lot easier, and I feel like I can get a little bit more detail when it comes to doing it as a watercolor illustration compared to a painting with canvas and, like, acrylic. I can't get so much details and shading, like how I want and how I can do with watercolor.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I like the watercolor ones a lot more.
That's what's up. So, as a creative over the years, how would you say your work has evolved?
Ooh, overall-wise, I think I have now found like a style, and I found a common ground. Like I said, when I first started, I was doing much of everything. Like I was like, I'm gonna try this. I had paintings of like women like not fully dressed. I had a lot more things that were not, I'm gonna say not positive, but they were more just random. Like they were just really random. I would paint random stuff. My products were just really random. They didn't have any meaning behind them.
Mm-hmm.
And over the years, I've learned that, like, in order for me to be a brand and to stand out and people to know my work, I have to have, like, a style and stick to that one style. So now my style is it's like everyday women. My style is related to everyday regular person. It's not a celebrity or a character or anything. It's really just a regular person that you probably would see on the street. The outfits that I put on my designs are things that someone regular would wear. You don't have to be famous or rich or anything like that to wear. It would be something you can find in Target or anything. So That's now my style. And if I look at my work before, I look at my style now, I'm like, okay, you can see it's changed to the point where it all looks the same but different at the same time. But you can tell it's definitely my piece of work.
Yeah, I can tell because I think I started following you like in 2016, and I think that was when you were. I remember the Protective Style series, and then I remember the ones when you were doing like women with crowns. I think that's when I started following you.
Yeah, and like some of my early work, I just random. Like I have a Medusa piece, which I suppose is my favorite piece is Medusa, but it's like a Medusa head with snakes on it. I just have a lot of pieces that were not cohesive. They just didn't fit in the series of work. Whereas now, all my work still fit together, even though they were painted at different times and different moods and different shades. They still, if I put them side by side, you're like, oh, that's her work for sure. That's Addie.
Gotcha. Are you a part of any artist or creative communities in Virginia?
No. The only artist community I'm in is Black Girls Who Paint. My friend, Sasha, she's the creator of it, but I'm one of the ambassadors.
Okay.
So I help with events and everything, help with promoting online, getting people to just be involved, submit their artwork and everything.
Okay. I have to ask you, how was the Essence Festival? I know that you raised money for it. How was it? Essence that's a tough one because it's like, yes, Essence was great, but it was, I would say the bad outweighed the good because it was kind of equal, but it was so many cons to it that I didn't know going into it. They don't send you like this welcoming package of like first time person to Essence, this is what you should have, and which your checklist. So going into it, you think, oh, it's a festival, so of course I need this, this, and this. But then when you actually get there, you're like, ooh, I don't have nothing that I actually need. Okay.
So that's kind of the problem I ran into. Like I raised money, which the money I raised still wasn't even enough. I raised about $2,000. But the booth itself, it is just me being transparent, the booth itself to rent at Essence Festival is $2,250. That's just the booth. That's not including like shelving. You got to like pay for the shelf. You got to pay for a curtain. If you want backdrops and carpet and light and everything, you have to pay for that.
Wow.
Of course, I have to pay to get all my stuff down there. I have to pay for. Of course, I have to pay to stay there, transportation there. I have products, so my products have to be like purchased ahead of time. So now I'm putting out thousands and thousands of dollars to order notebooks and tote bags and all this kind of stuff to sell, but it's out of my pocket first. That's money there. So it was like I didn't realize that beforehand when I said yes. I didn't realize all the money I had to put out first. And even still with putting out that much money first, getting down there, it still wasn't enough. It still was like ooh, I shouldn't have bought this, or I should have bought this. And I didn't really have no one to talk to ask them, hey, what did you bring last year? Or what sells best down there? So I ran into that problem of it being more of a trial and error, trying to find out how it works. So if I ever do it again, now I know. But for the first time, it was interesting.
Do you have any upcoming events or any more festivals or anything that you're considering doing or want to do?
Essence kind of like drained me. Essence Festival kind of drained me. I thought that because Essence Festival is a 3-day festival, but you got to set up the day before, so it's technically a 4-day festival. A whole day. We was there from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. So after doing that, I was like, ooh, I don't know about any big festivals anymore. This year, I was gonna do Essence again. I was gonna do Afro Punk, but I'm like, my heart can't take it. So as for right now, I don't have any events planned or any festivals. This year is mostly focused towards building my brand, building my stationery line, and then also helping more artists. That's one of my biggest goals here is helping other artists when it comes to how they can build their brand as artists as well.
Yeah, I saw on your website you have a mentor tab. Are there any girls that you're mentoring right now?
Yeah, I mentor some. I had actual mentorship last year. I did that after Essence Festival. After I finished Essence Festival, I selected 15 artists to mentor one-on-one.
Okay.
And we had a program. It was great. Great program. It was only 30 days, but it was one-on-one. We went through, like, every process when it comes to, like, building your brand as an artist, from, like, money, networking, how to use social media correctly, which was good. So after I finished all of those 15 sessions, I did not, like, recruit any more mentors, but we still have a group chat. Like, we have a group chat. I still talk to them. I still send them information. They still ask me questions and everything, but it's not in a one-on-one type of manner anymore. But I'm probably going to do the mentorship again this year. A little bit different. I learned some things I want to change about it, but I'm probably like 99% going to do it again in the spring once I get a little bit more free time and accept some artists to help them one-on-one.
Okay, cool. And I saw that you have an ebook. How was the process of creating your first ebook?
It was actually easy, only because it was stuff that had already had kind of outlined and written down. I used a lot of stuff from, like, my mentorship, stuff that they gave me feedback-wise, like what worked, what did not work. And then I'm actually a journalist. I journal a lot.
Okay.
Anytime something happens, I journal it. So, like, even down to, like, the Essence Festival, I wrote down, like, what was good about Essence Festival, what was bad about it, so that now I know moving forward why. Anytime I have a festival or I do an event, whether it's a pop-up shop, I normally write down after, like, that event happens. I normally write down, okay, this was good, this was good, this was bad, so that I can know, so I can help other people, or somebody asks me, I have, like, notes from it. So with all these notes I have and all these different journals that I have filled up with all these notes, basically made the ebook. So that's what the ebook was all my notes from years and years of doing stuff in this industry, broken down into, like, sections and everything. Okay.
So how do you stay motivated and creative since you're a full-time entrepreneur?
I honestly can say that I stay motivated by my supporters. My supporters keep me busy. If I post something like, oh, you're going to make this into a print, you're going to make this into a card, you should do this. And now I'm like, okay, I'm about to do that. I'm about to do this. So it's kind of hard for me to not be able to paint or to design when I'm getting so many suggestions and feedbacks from my supporters. Like, I really appreciate the people who support me, because if they weren't commenting on what they do like, what they don't like, what they want to see more of, sometimes I would be lost. I would be like, oh, I don't know what to do next. But they're always sending me stuff for what I should be doing or what they would like to see. And that makes me be like, okay, cool. I'm going to think about that. And I can try to do that. And then the realistic part is this is my full-time job now, so I can't really take but so much of a break. Before, when you're working full-time and you're doing art on the side and you're full-time having a job, sometimes you might not take your art as serious because you're like, oh, I have a paycheck. I know I'm going to get paid in 2 weeks anyway for my job, so I'm not going to go hard with my art this week for this month. I'm not going to paint or I'm not going to post or anything. But being a full-time, I can't think that way. Like, it's no choice but to paint. It's no choice but to post or to network or to reach out to people, because if I don't make money, I don't get paid. So,
yeah.
That's the reality of that part.
So when you, like, for an example, the Zodiac Sign series, where do you get your inspiration to do things like that when drawing the characters or the series in general?
So, well, like, most of my poses and everything come from, like, everyday people. I look on Instagram. When I look at Instagram, I'm looking at mostly fashion-related things, whether it's, like, fashion shows or events or anything. And that's how I pick up on, like, poses and what they might be wearing. Like, I see what's trending. Like, okay, jeans are trending with holes in them, or crop tops. Like, that's how I pick up on what people are wearing. The Zodiac series was more of it was a formal wear series. I didn't want to do like streetwear. I wanted to do like these ball gowns and lavish type of clothes. And I studied. I actually don't know that much about Zodiac sign, but I kind of went on a whole bunch of different websites and wrote down notes that was kind of in common about the Zodiac signs. Because every website is different. They say a little bit of different stuff about each sign. But I picked some similarities, and then I took that and I picked up on, like, the mood of the Zodiac sign. That's how I kind of matched up the colors with the Zodiac signs. And then also, like, the things that these websites are telling me about the Zodiac signs. That's how I picked out the outfits. So, for example, like, I'm a Pisces, and the Pisces Zodiac sign is wearing, like, a lace jumpsuit and then a nice long kind of like cardigan jacket that's, like, emerald green color. And I got that because, like, Pisces are really creative. They're really, like, dreamy, like, they're very bubbly. Like, that's how, I don't know if that makes sense, not how to say it, but, like, to me, I was kind of like, ooh, okay, I want a nice, like, cardigan on it, and then it's going to have, not super sexy, because that's not really a Pisces to be super sexy, but they do have some personality there, and that's how I kind of came up with the outfit.
When is your birthday?
My birthday is actually next Sunday, March 3rd.
My mom's birthday is tomorrow, and she's a Pisces.
Oh, yes. I love Pisces.
She's a character. She is a character.
Yeah. We are the sign. Like, if you think you don't have any emotions or anything, meet a Pisces. You like, ooh, I don't even know what's going on. Like,
oh my, yes, definitely. What are your top 3 goals for 2019, if you have any?
My goal would be to help as many artists as possible. I don't have a number on that. It's just as many as I can get my hands on to help and who are willing to receive help. I want to help finish my stationery line. I'm doing cards for almost every occasion. So that is a priority goal for me. And then, I'm trying to think of one that's like an actual big goal for me. I don't know. I mean, I really want to illustrate a children's book. And I've been getting a lot of offers to do illustrations for children's book. It's just my style is not very kid-friendly-ish. It's more like a teenage book. But that's definitely a goal. Before the end of the year, I want to be an illustrator for a book, for sure.
Okay. I think I can see that happening. I can see that definitely happening. Because you already have a coloring book.
Yeah. I have a coloring book, so I'm down to do it. I got to find an author that I'm compatible with. That's all it is.
And I mean, you got to. You don't want to just do anything and have your name on it. You want to be passionate about it.
Yep.
All right, last question. Do you have any advice for any aspiring artists or creators?
The advice I give every artist who comes to talk to me, whether it's like my mentors or just people who just DM me, is always like start now. Like, just start what you're doing right now. And I say that because a lot of artists are like, oh, I don't want to go do an art show yet. I don't have enough pieces. I'm like, you got 5. 5 is enough. Like, I promise you, 5 is going to work. Or some people may think like, oh, I only do this one type of art. I don't want to showcase it yet or sell it yet until I do more types. I'm like, just do what you have right now. Don't keep waiting it out. Don't keep waiting until you are perfect, because it's never going to come. You're never going to be perfect. Just go ahead and put it out there to the world now. You'd be surprised how many people have been waiting for something like that. So.
Yeah. I like that advice. That's good advice. Just tell anyone where they can find you, follow you, if you have email lists and all that, and I'll be sure to put it in the description, but you can shout it out now.
Yeah, my Instagram is Addie Rawr. It's ADDIERAWR. It's my Instagram. Facebook is Art by Addie Rawr. And then also my website is just addierawr.com. If you don't remember any of that, just Google Addie Rawr, and I'm sure all of that will pop up for you too.
Got you. Thank you so much for talking to me. I was super excited when you replied back to my email and said yes.
Yes, I'm always down to do interviews or do like features or anything like that, because a lot of artists don't do it, and I think the only way to help or inspire another artist is actually talk about it. So. I
agree. But thank you so much. I'm always looking out for your work.
Thank you for even asking me to do it. I'm excited.
No problem. But I'll talk to you soon. Keep creating, and really thank you so much again.
All right, thank you. You have a good one.
You have a good one too. Bye-bye.